We'll reach out to people. If there's any music producers out there, if you want to sort out me and John doing a Christmas special for charity, we'll record a song for charity, me and John, and we'll release it for Christmas, and all proceeds can go to Everton in the community. How does that sound, John?
That sounds good to me.
We need the auto-tune on full whack for me, though.
I don't have any babies listening because they cry.
We are recording this a little bit early, so we don't necessarily know the full team news and things, but obviously, big game this weekend.
Chelsea away.
Yeah, what they've just come off the back of a 2-1 win, and they appeared to play quite well against Fulham.
It's 2-1 against a good Fulham team.
At Fulham.
Yeah, at Fulham. But I take confidence going into this game because of the performance away at Nottingham Forest. I'll mention it again.
Yeah.
And the first 75 minutes when we had Tarkowski on the pitch against Man City, we were in that game.
Yeah.
So we know we can give these better teams,
perceived better teams,
a game.
Yeah.
So I go to Stamford Bridge on Saturday. I think minimum, I think we can get a draw.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm certainly not concerned. No.
You don't know what Chelsea team turns up.
I also don't know what team he's going to put in for Everton, because the whole Michael Keane substitution concerns me. He can't start Michael Keane. If he starts Michael Keane, I think we've got a problem. I hope he doesn't. But the problem is we don't know.
I think Patterson comes in for me and Jake O'Brien goes centre.
And that's what I want.
That's the obvious one, isn't it?
That's what I want. Yeah, that's what I want. I want to see Jake O'Brien. And to be honest, we've run out of our beers. They're gone. We'll get one of them in a minute. But that's what I want to see. I also want to see Branthwaite and him next to each other, to be honest. I want to see the two of them. Young centre-halves, big, commanding, strong, physical, pacey. It's exactly what we've wanted.
It's, that partnership, hopefully Branthwaite stays beyond the summer. That could be one of the best central defensive partnerships in the Premier League.
It's exciting.
Yeah, and young.
Yeah.
And young. And any of them two at centre-half, if they play together, could become future Everton captains for me.
Yeah. I was thinking as well about centre-halves that I wouldn't mind signing. And we were actually linked with him in the summer, and he went to Ipswich. And I think there's a player in there, but I think Ipswich was the wrong team for him. And I actually said this at the time. But I think Greaves at the back, they signed him from Hull. He's young, good player. I think he's a sort of player that could also fit into that mould.
Yeah.
Because I do think we're going to need a centre-half. And he's the sort of one. But anyway, look, talking about Chelsea, we know they've got good players. Yeah. They've got Cole Palmer. They've got this weird thing with real good players like Madueke. I think there is a player in Sancho, but we don't really see it in the Premier League. Neto's caused problems, etc. They do have good players.
I think the problem Chelsea have got is he's still trying to pick his best 11, and he's still trying to get the better players to integrate and play together.
Yeah.
And I think that's why they're so inconsistent, Chelsea. You don't know which Chelsea team are turning up. As you say, they can go to Fulham and win 2-1 away. But then we seen in the newspapers last week, people were calling for the manager's head. He's had one good season at Leicester. He's come to Chelsea. It's too big for him. And this is the problem Chelsea have. But their problem could be Everton's gain, because if the Chelsea that can produce doesn't turn up, I think the way Everton have been playing lately against the so-called perceived top teams, I think we can get a result.
Yeah, and I do make some changes as well. By the way, I do make some changes in this game. Because we can, we say. So I do make some changes, and I say to the players, go and prove to us that you deserve to wear that shirt. Yeah. And the change for me is up front. I'll start Chimita. There goes the cups. John's everywhere. I tell you what, it's literally, if you saw the fact it's perched on the balcony. If there was a gust of wind, it's gone. It's gone. But yeah, I'm concerned that we're not seeing enough of Chimiti, so I'd like to see more Chimiti. And do you know what I also wouldn't mind, I don't think I'd mind seeing him die in the middle and bringing Dwight McNeil on at left wing. So your front four is Chimiti.
He's got no pace, though, has he, McNeil?
Well, I
think he'll race McNeil on the left.
The problem is, though, We'd leave Ndiaye there then. But the change I would make is like,
whenever he plays, you've still got the forward, haven't you?
So the team I'd start is Jack Harrison on the right, because I think he's done all right last couple of games. Either Ndiaye or Dwight McNeil in the middle, and vice versa.
Yeah.
With Chimiti up front, and I know it's a bit bold, but I want us to go into that pre-season with all of these players fit, all of these players having played some games. Yeah. We know what Doucouré is capable of. I'm not against Alcaraz starting either, because I think we need be more of Alcaraz to be able to make
his mind up if he's going to stay.
The midfield too, that's the difficult one for me because, Garner, James Garner, Tim, I don't know. And then the back four, we've got the injury. But for me, I do change that front line and give them a go. What do you think?
Well, we've said it a few times now, haven't we? We know you want to see Chimiti. We know what Beto's capable of, which isn't much. Obviously, Dominic Calvert-Lewin's not near the squad, but we haven't seen enough of Chimiti. Now, I think you get a good game from Chimiti if he's got the likes of Ndiaye,
correct,
just behind him, and even Dwight McNeil in the middle.
That's exactly why I'd start the three of them, because they're the sort of players that will play those through balls, those little crosses into the box. And Jack Harrison, to be fair, the last couple of games has got to the byline, has been swinging balls into the box. And for me, we saw McNeil pick up on the left-hand side, score a few volleys. We saw Ndiaye do the same. So for me, I know it's bold. I know people are saying, "Oh, Mike, it's
to lose, haven't we?
We've got to lose."
No, I know.
What have we got to lose? So for me, that's how I change it. And I just want to see us go in there, not being concerned. I know that defensively we're sound. We won't give Chelsea many chances, but it's what we can do going forward. And we've gone to Liverpool. We've gone to Arsenal. We played Manchester City. We went to Forest. And we've created chances against all of them. There's nothing stopping us against Chelsea creating chances. And Chimiti to go, I've scored a goal. I've scored a couple of goals.
And the thing is, as I've said a few times, we need more quality up front. We know what the others are capable of. But with the chances that we've created against them teams that you talk about, Chimiti hasn't really been involved. So if we can create them chances that we have been...
And see what he's got.
And he listen, it might come back to bite me on the arse. He might be shit. He might fluff loads of chances. But you're not going to know unless you see it.
Exactly.
And it sounds terrible. Well, not terrible, but it sounds a bit tongue-in-cheek, this. But if you've got the likes of Ndiaye and Chimiti and McNeil coming back into the team and a Jack Harrison who's put a couple of good performances in lately, it's a bit more exciting going forward.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. We know what we get from Doucouré. Yeah. We know what we get from Doucouré. And look, I'm not Doucouré's biggest fan, and David Moyes speaks really highly of him. And look, I don't think David Moyes goes with the team I've suggested. I don't think he does that. I think the change he makes is Patterson for O'Brien and brings O'Brien into the middle. Yeah. That's what I think happens. Yeah. But I don't think he changes the front four. I don't think it front four. I just don't think he does it. But I would like him to.
Yeah. To be honest with you, as I said, what's he got to lose by not playing Beto and putting Chimiti there? We need to see more minutes from Chimiti.
Yeah.
And we've said that because going into the summer transfer window, even if Chimiti plays the last 5 or 6 games or whatever's left and scores a couple of goals, for me, that's not enough. We still need to bring a better quality striker in than what we've got. But you're not going to know what you've got until we see him play minutes.
Yeah.
So, give him a chance. You've got nothing to lose. We can't get relegated. The changes that we'd like to see. But as I said on the video the other day, I don't think David Moyes is the sort of person who'll go, right, we're safe. I'm going to try loads of different things and give other players a go. Don't think he's that sort of manager. Because as I said the other day, each position in the Premier League is worth quite a bit of money.
£3 million roughly.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't see Everton moving up the league much more.
No, I don't.
I think
we've got 3 tough away games: Chelsea, Fulham, and Newcastle. Tough away games.
Yeah,
we'll win our home games.
Yeah,
Ipswich and Southampton will win our home games.
Yeah, but the thing is, you say we've got tougher games, and we have got tough games. But Forest away was tough. Arsenal away, we got a result there. They go and beat Real Madrid. I'll be giving Liverpool a game.
Like Forest went to Spurs, and if I'm being honest, I mean, by all accounts, Forest were great.
Yeah. And this is the thing. So Everton have put performances in against, as I said, you said before, the so-called better teams than what Everton are. Who's to say that we can't go to Chelsea and put a performance in? Who's to say we can't give Fulham a game? Newcastle, by the time we play them, I think league positions are going to be sorted. So it's whether who wants the 3 points more in that game. But your 2 home games, as you're quite right with what you say, it should be nailed on 6 points.
Yeah. Score prediction for this one, John?
1-1.
Yeah, I agree. 1-1. I do go 1-1, and I think Ndai scores. I've just got this feeling. Ooh, yeah. I tell you what, there's going to be some serious karaoke tonight. Serious karaoke.
I need to start drinking a bit then to get the courage.
Yeah, so on me, mate. I mean, Jesus Christ, you should have. What did Ben say when he come on the channel about Coleman? Oh yeah, I was like a shitting dog in
Dying
the corner.
dog.
Yeah. Oh my God, it was horrendous. Anyway, right, guys, look, we will keep smiling. Make sure, we will keep smiling. You keep smiling. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Make sure you follow all the socials. You've been great. We love you. So, yeah, we'll see you soon. We're going to enjoy the rest of the sunshine while it's hot.
Yeah.
You should see under John's t-shirt. It is bright red. It's practically glowing. It looks like what? It looks like Poe from Teletubbies.
I was just going to say, look like one of the Teletubbies with this red thing.
Time. Right, guys. We'll see you soon. Peace.